With the recent theatrical release of GQuuuuuX Beginning, I think that's how it's pronounced, it left us with many questions, biggest being, what's next? What's in store for GQuuuuuX when it airs later this year? Where will the plot go? Are hints given to us? Can we think up some theories? Let's also look at the mobile suits, what we have, what will maybe be shown in the future. So obviously, spoilers ahead, go watch the movie. I loved it and I'm excited for the TV run. Anywho, let's get into it. So let's start with the story. The movie ended with Machu and the long-haired weirdo who sniffs people winning their first clan battle. This gives a setup and ties together Machu, the clan battle people, and the Zeon group. From here we can go many ways. I can see them letting Machu pilot the mobile suit, unlocking more of its Noon type potential over time. At a certain point, Chala Bull will confront Machu for the Gundam. That being said, hard to take a Gundam from someone when they have, a Gundam. Then again, a Gundam was stolen twice in this movie, which is hilarious. Not the highest score, but still funny. We can also maybe see the rise of a resistance group. There is illegal mobile suits inside 6 from the clan battles. Maybe they have more than just scrapped Zakus. Maybe there's a stockpile somewhere, and they're just waiting for maybe a certain situation or person to start it all. Maybe they have Federation mobile suits. Maybe the Federation is trying to fuel an uprising. Maybe the Federation is back for round 2. Or maybe we see the rise of a Neo-Federation. This leads us to another point. Where's Char? After the giant new-type explosion at Solomon, Char and the Red Gundam went missing. We know where the Red Gundam is now. It's used by the weirdo with long hair that sniffs people. But no idea for Char. Is he somewhere? Did he get absorbed by the Gundam by new-type shenanigans? Is he there but just watching, observing what's happened? Or is that? Is Char no longer part of the story? Next is, where's Salia? In Solomon, before the explosion, Char ran into his sister. He sensed it was her through new-type shenanigans. They fought, but it got cut off short. Did she survive? Will she play a role in the future? Will her and Char meet again? Or is this the only mention of her? Perhaps, if she's still alive, she might maybe lead a group, be resistance, military, uprising, or neo whatever. With the setup GQuuuuuX has, they can go many paths, and if you have a different theory, tell me below. But now let's head on to the mobile suits, cause there's still more to talk about. Big thing here is, what mobile suits do we have in store? This is a very vague topic, since they can just make new things or they can recycle old concepts, but we can say some theories. Now, looking at the Red Gundam, I do believe it's here to stay and will be continued to be piloted by the weirdo with long hair who sniffs people. At some point, it's gonna get weapons, either be modern, basic Zeon ones, or its old weapons back. But what about the bit units? Will it get those back, or maybe some different new type Psycom weapon? Perhaps we see an upgrade in the future. Not an overhaul, but something like the Super Gundam, with just a unit attachment. Depending on how advanced mobile suits become in the short time skip, it might need it and its age might show. But so far, besides the GQuuuuuX, we've only seen repaired Zakus, so the Gundam might still be a powerful unit. Now, as a side note, we did see it use the Gundam Hammer, and I would like to see it be turned into the Hyper Hammer. For those who don't know, the Hyper Hammer is an upgrade of the Gundam Hammer. It just has sharper spikes and thrusters. Yes, it's really stupid, but in a good way. And as a side note, Salia was using the Gundam Hammer when she engaged Char in Solomon. So is this the same Gundam Hammer? Is she somehow involved with the Red Gundam coming to Side 6? Who knows? Now, as for the redesign, it's odd. It has a lot going on, it's pretty thin, but in action, it looks good. When moving, the design fits in a way and feels natural. It's still really weird, but it's starting to grow on me. One thing they focus on a few times is the eyes of the Gundam, and I absolutely love this. In the Gundam novel, they reference the Gundam's eyes and how terrifying it is. Unlike the Zaku's mono eye, the Gundam has 2 regular looking eyes, which makes it feel more organic. These giant soulless eyes just gazing upon you. It makes it seem like a giant beast instead of a machine. The novel does a great job making the Gundam feel like this force of nature. And the movie kinda does the opposite. When it shows these eyes, it makes the Gundam feel human. When it looks at someone, it kinda feels like they're communicating. Like the Gundam is trying to say something or trying to get a message to someone. Now, I could just be looking way too deep into things, and it could just be cause it looks cool. But while on looking too deep into things, I feel like the Red Gundam's concept symbolizes Char, Amuro, and Lala. All three of them in a way make up the Red Gundam. The red symbolizes Char, being his signature colors. The Gundam is Amuro's mobile suit in the normal UC timeline. And the funnel bits are that from the Elmith, the mobile armor Lala pilots. Again, maybe I'm just talking out my ass here, but it was cool enough to share. Quick shout out to easily one of my favorite scenes of Char in the Gundam fighting a prototype Gundam that was sent to intercept him. Easily the best fight scene in the movie, it was beautiful. And the prototype Gundam, while just being a recolor and having a visor over the face, looks amazing. That visor is putting in so much work. Now for the GQuuuuuX, whatever it's called, we still haven't seen all its weapons. Probably has a bazooka, it briefly used a cool looking beam saber, and it has a beam rifle, which does look cool. It reminds me of something else, but I can't put my finger on it. It gets depicted with a heat hawk, which it picked up from a zaku. Will this be a permanent melee weapon, or just some sidearm to carry just in case? Maybe we'll use other Zeon armaments in the future. Does this mobile suit have other weapons? Maybe some Psycom weapons that haven't been awakened or unlocked yet? At some point it will get a mid-season upgrade, or a few, who knows? And since it's mentioned plenty of times that it's a new type machine, I do think it's going to get funnels or something like that. But from here, who knows? The changes can be small upgrades or complete rehaul, depending on the plot. So for other mobile suits, while only a few, we get to see the Guncannon light type, the prototype Gundam, the Gundam, Zaku's in various degrees of repaired, a Rickdom for a very brief moment, the Brabro, Big Zam, and the GQuuuuuX. So let's highlight a few. I kinda dig the Guncannon and the light version. From all the redesigns, the Zaku and this guy would probably be my favorites. Now, an interesting thing is, we didn't see the gym. Maybe due to the Gundam being stolen, they didn't see the performance of it from Amuro, and instead focused on the Guncannon as the Federation's main mobile suit. So we might see various Guncannon variants. As a weird side note, in the beginning when Char steals the Gundam, a Guncannon engaged him, and instead of having the 240mm cannons on its back, they were beam cannons, which is very advanced for the time. Like, really advanced. An odd choice. Besides, cause it looks cool, the scene could have played the same with physical projectiles. While one part of me is complaining, the other part is just confused and thinks it's just an odd decision, but oh well. For a very short time, we see Charlie a Bull in a Rickdom. And I mean real short. This scene only lasted a few seconds, and we didn't get to see it in action or its full body. It was behind Char in the Gundam, which was behind an asteroid. It kinda looked normal. I'd have to look at it again, but it looked like its redesign wasn't too different from its original. Might have leaned more towards the Rickdom 2 with its shape, but I would have to give it a second look. As a final note, it does take place in UC 85, 6 years from the 1-year war, so we don't know how far Zeon has gone with mobile suit design and technology. Do they have the Goof or Gelgoog developed? Will we see them? Do they have completely new mobile suits? What about the Federation? We know they have gun cannons, but did they develop other stuff? Not just during the war, but after? Will we see more Gundams? Probably, actually, definitely. At some point, a mobile armor is probably going to appear, because that's a Gundam staple. Will it be Zeon's or the Federation's? These are all just speculations, and I do want to hear your 2 cents and your own thoughts, so tell me down below. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the TV run, so until then, take care. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying this long till the end. Special thanks for those who support the channel, and hope to see you all next time. I really hope we get amphibians. Yeah, I know this takes place in space and probably will stay in space, but come on, shoehorn it in there somehow.